Hello, Aquarius. This is Kayla with Crystal Ball Candor, and today I'm going to be doing the July monthly reading for you guys. I know it's a little late, so I apologize for that, but we are slowly getting ourselves back on schedule. All right, so with that being said, just in the initial meditation and shuffle, I kind of felt like you were maybe kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. So I don't know what that's about, but in the month of July, we're gonna read and see what it is. I'm not gonna be crazy intense about the spread. I'm just gonna let the cards talk and see what they have to say. All right. So month of July for our Aquarians. Right off the bat, the Empress. You are the only one who's gotten the Empress so far. I mean, she is in the reverse, so that's not ideal. But oh, there goes another one. Judgment in reverse. Hello. Death in reverse. Ace of Cups. Swords. 10 swords specifically. Okay, so let's just look at this initially. Alright, so I feel like... I don't know why I say that, because it doesn't matter how I feel. Alright. Right now, you are not feeling very abundant. Okay, you may need to make some decisions or end some things, which it looks like you have not ended as of yet, in order to have what appears to be a brand new, beautiful Ace of Cups rolling in, which is awesome. It looks like you've done some massive healing to get here, but it looks like there is something that you are hanging on to, and it's in relation to that abundance. It's in relation to that maybe you're feeling like you don't have as much to offer right now. I don't know, but I have been seeing that a lot. A lot of people are struggling with, the current state of the world right now, and not feeling like they have as much to offer because, a lot of people's paychecks have been impacted and stuff like that. So it could be something like that, but we're gonna keep digging in. What else for Aquarius? All right, the wheel in reverse. All right, I do see that you have a King of Swords moving in. It's moving in a little slower than I think we would like. You got that Nine of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So again, I think you've done massive healing. You have this Ace of Cups, coming in. And it's a King of Swords. He's controlling. Not controlling. He is well controlled. He is calm. He is wise. He's mature. He's a really great candidate, right? Like you want the King of Swords. He's a strong communicator. He probably speaks to you in a way that relaxes you and makes you comfortable and makes you feel way let. Now I say he, but it could be she. Okay, just to be clear, vice versa. It doesn't matter. This is just a divine masculine. Okay. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they're awesome, like on all fronts. They might even be bald. That's a weird thing to say, but for some reason that's speaking to me right now. Okay, so they're not moving crazy fast, okay, and the wheel is not in position. Which makes me feel like you either might still have a little bit of work to do with regards to yourself, which we know you do, right? Because you've got something that you need to end. You've got some judgment that needs to be made, right? Judgment with the Death card, that's impacting your abundance. It's impacting the way you feel about yourself. And, it could be that you... okay, I'm hearing 2 stars right now. So it could be that you're wanting to separate from your King of Swords. If you're married, this could be your person, right? He could be a really great person, but you know that this is not going to last, right? That you guys have been in conflict for a minute. And you could know that making that decision impacts your abundance, right? So I'm hearing that story, which is a possibility, right? With divorce, it definitely decreases your wealth substantially, right? At least on the initial time frame or beginning, or however you want to say that, right? Like the initial couple of years, you do take a massive hit. Okay, so At the end of July, you're coming in this reverse Nine of Wands, which makes me feel like you're much more warrior than you are lover. So for those of you who are dealing with a marriage, I think you might be throwing down the gauntlet to walk away. I don't feel like this is a one more push situation, which is the way the Nine of Wands comes across, right? So Aquarius, for those of you who are seriously considering divorce, I think July might be the month that you make that move, that you pick up that wand and you do that. I did read the other day that people who had been quarantined together longer in China or whatever had the divorce rate had spiked because of that, or they think it's because of that. Obviously, correlation is not causation, but it is something worth considering, right? So for those of you who have been in quarantine for a period of time, I think you may be debating, let that quarantine piece go. For those of you who are in marriages right now, I think Aquarians, there may be a number of you who are seriously on the brink. You're seriously considering divorce. And I think your struggle here is that your person is a really good human being. I don't think that they dislike you. I don't think that they are horrible, but I do feel like you might think that they are lazy. I think you might think that they aren't they're not coming towards you. They're not working on the relationship potentially. Um, I think you've done a lot of healing in the past, or you guys have tried healing. Maybe you've tried counseling. I don't know why this is coming to me so hard with marriage, but I think maybe you've tried to do the healing at home and you've seen some successes with it, but the wheel hasn't turned, right? Like it's still, I don't want to say that's negative energy, but it's not working, right? Like it's not working the way it's supposed to be working, and that's what you feel. And you're scared to make this move because you know it's going to potentially impact your abundance. You know it's gonna be a tough go for a while. But I still feel like I also think you have someone else in the wings, Aquarius. I think you have an offer somewhere. You have an Ace of Cups situation that is fresh, right? It's new and it's like I think it's time to cut this old off and move with the new. So let's get some clarity on that Ace of Cups. Let's tell us about that. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, dang. Okay. That's not what I was expecting, but it's the Fool card and the King of Cups. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to move with this marriage story because that's what I'm feeling so strongly right now. You want to jump in with this new person, and they're a King of Cups. They are emotional and honest, and they try really hard. I mean, I don't want to say emotional because the King of Cups is like he's partially in the water, right? So he might be telling you exactly what you want to hear. And I say he, but it could be she, just FYI. They're a good person. They are offering you love. And I feel like with this King of Swords, it's been all business, right? It's you guys have been in the business of running a home probably, and your passion is gone. Oh God, this hurts. Now that it's all starting to pull together, your passion is gone. And you want to try it with this new person, right? You want to give this new person a shot, and because you feel like you have tried, you have put all the stakes in the heart and you flip that card over, right? Like you've given it hell, right? Like you've really tried, but you just feel like it's not working. And there's this other option, right? The grass is always greener. Ooh, we're going to have to go further with this reading. I feel like in July, you might be making the call to pull the trigger on this, to end this situation with this King of Swords, right? He is not a bad person. He's not a bad human being. I think he's actually a very intelligent person. I think he's a strong communicator. But I think for whatever reason, you see him as not moving towards you, as not helping you solve this dilemma of how do we make it work, right? And you, as a passionate lover, I feel like the passion is gone. I feel like it is all business. And I feel like you are ready to pick up your wand and fight your way out of that situation. And this Fool is showing up with this King of Cups. Like, you're ready to jump in. You're ready to jump in with this King. Okay. If Aquarius does what they look like they're gonna do, what's the outcome? Wow. I almost wish I didn't ask that question. It's the Sun card. At least initially, you will be incredibly happy. This person, this King of Cups, is going to give you something that the King of Swords couldn't give you, you know, and your king. Remember, your King of Swords might have been a King of Cups not too long ago. Okay, so before you go making any crazy decisions or rash moves, because it does look like you have put some time and energy and some effort into this. It doesn't look like you're just walking away from something very willy nilly. It looks like you've been in this situation, you've been fighting this out for a long time. I mean, so long that the swords have turned, right? Like, this person is going to give you something initially that is going to be really positive. I think you're probably going to have some people around you who are going to tell you you're making the wrong call, which that doesn't really take a rocket scientist, right? You could be dealing with somebody from your past who's come out of nowhere. Could be dealing with kids. You could have children in this situation, and that could be influencing that decision pretty heavily right now. Could also be the kids that you're struggling with because you don't want to tear the house apart. But that your energy says you're going to tear the house apart. It says you're going to tear the house apart to go after that cup. Woof. This is heavy. I don't even want to clarify. I'm going to be honest. This is tough. What's so magical about the King of Cups? Seven of Rods. You think he's in your corner. You think this King of Cups, right? You think he's got your back. Maybe you feel like the King of Swords hasn't had it. You know, if you feel like he's not working in the relationship, not that automatically feels like he doesn't have your back, right? Man, I'm telling you, a Seven of Rods is about being your own hero. You're just running from one thing to the next. This Aquarius, look, this is me stepping away from the cards momentarily, but speaking from experience, you will have that Sun card initially. You will be happy initially. But that is not how it works, okay? That's not how the process works, right? So if you jump straight into this other relationship, yeah, initially you're going to be super happy. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are telling you you're making a bad decision. And I think your kids will be impacted for sure. And I think that might be the only stutter step that you have right now. That's the only thing between I'm going to be broke potentially and this is going to influence the kids, right? This is going to hurt the kids. God, I feel like I'm probably talking to a man or a bunch of men who are considering dropping this bomb. And your wife is that King of Swords. Aquarius, you have to heal, like, separately. And you think you're done healing. But that's just not how it works. Like, I would be shocked if you stepped out of this relationship and walked right into another relationship and were immediately happy for the rest of your life. I think you initially will be happy. I think the decisions that you make in July will provide initial happiness. But I would not be willing to go any further than that because the cards that follow after that are that Six of Wands. A lot of people who are going to be questioning what you're doing. The Six of Cups, right, which is nostalgia. Is it can be about children. It's about like a genuine love. but then the Two of Coins. So you're back to that same space. By the end of the month, you're back to that same place of, did I make the right decision, right? Like, now I've got new decisions to consider. And that is true, right? When you go through a divorce, it is one decision after another decision after another decision. And none of them are comfortable. None of them are happy decisions, right? Especially when you're talking about your kids, right? Those are painful decisions. Aquarius, you better know that you did everything you could. If you know that you did everything you could, then do what you got to do. But if you don't know that you did everything you could, and here's the deal, you never really know. I mean, I'm on the other side of divorce years later, and I still don't know, right? This is a long journey you're looking at right now. It feels exciting, right? That Fool, man, he's ready to step off that world for that King. And the King of Cups is the cups you want. I mean, it's the king that you want. You know, if you're going to saddle your wagon to a king, right, you want the King of Cups, right? He's controlled, he's calm, he's certain, he's loving, he's just emotional enough, but still, very intelligent and wise, right? Like, he's a good option. But I hesitate. This speed is anxiety producing for me. So I mean, I'm sure that you feel the anxiety right now. Man, Aquarius, I feel like you got a lot to decipher through right now. What's the advice for Aquarius right now? Shows me the Eight of Swords initially, which makes me feel like you got to take the blinders off. I think you're too confident in this new love. Two of Pentacles. I think it's telling you to hold off. Don't make the decision yet. I think it's telling you to get through July. Whew. That's tough, man. That is tough. That is tough reading, Aquarius. I'm not going to carry this any further. If you have more questions and you want those answered, jump on the live Monday night at 8. We go live every Monday. July 13th is my next one. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And drop the question in the chat box. Okay, I would love to go through this individually with the people who this resonates with. Feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I respond back to those as well. But yeah, join me Monday and let's talk about this some more, because this is heavy and this is important. This is important. There's a lot of cards here. This is the most cards that any one single monthly reading has pulled. And frankly, almost no clarifiers, because it's just so blatantly direct. I mean, the cards are being very direct about what's going on, and I think it's because this is a serious situation. This is a no BS situation. It needs to be very clear and upfront. So join me for my live on Monday. For those of you who this resonated with, Aquarius, my heart goes out to you. This is going to be a tough situation no matter how you slice it. Yeah. So join me Monday. Like and subscribe if this resonated, so you can make sure and get that notification about the Monday Night Lives. And otherwise, love and light, Aquarius. I hope this works out for you.